Hello, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Belu, and in today's video we're setting up my goals for June.
Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days.
Okay, let's get started, shall we, with this video. Let me make sure we're recording. We are. So for today's video, I have what's left of my coffee that I was sipping while I was setting everything up. It's very good, but there's almost none left. We're setting my goals for June in today's video, and I'm quite excited for that. So let me get this jacket, not jacket, but like, I don't know, it's like an indoor jacket that I use because it's starting to get colder and when I get cold I just wear like and I'm at home, I'm just wearing a long sleeve t-shirt and that like indoor jacket that, I don't know, like a big jumper, I guess. But okay, so for today we're doing my June goals. If you have never seen my previous goals videos, I will link anything. There is a playlist in my channel that you can check, but I create kind of like my own style. I would pull up May, but I don't know where it is because I got it out of my planner and I don't know in what planner that is. And the thing is, I didn't use it at all. And so this month it's a lot about, you know, getting back into my goals. I think that while I talk to you, first of all, before I explain a bunch of things, we are using the Fashion Girl Sugar Book. I've been using this a lot because I love it that much. And I got an idea while I was actually doing a video to use kind of like these stickers that look like self-care-ish stickers. I think they are really pretty, really awesome. And so I was like, let's do it. Let's do it for June, since I had no idea what I could do. And then maybe add some functional elements from other books as well. So I'm gonna try to organize everything because it's chaos. It's mass chaos over here. So this we're gonna put aside. So let's talk a little bit about my goals. I think that here are my thoughts about my goals. I think 2026 started a bit more difficult than I originally anticipated or wanted, and there has been a lot of struggle, especially health-wise, mental health-wise, and it's been really hard to focus on my goals. And so yeah, that's basically it. I haven't been the most consistent with them, even though I have tried to be. I tried I can give myself a gold star for that, but really haven't made much progress. And that's okay, you know, sometimes we go through seasons of a lot of progress with our goals and some other seasons where we don't make that much progress because life is hard, or life is lifing, as I like to say. And so so yeah, I just haven't made that much progress. I haven't made really, I don't know if any progress. I think that if I say that if I haven't made any progress, I think that will be kind of a lie, because there has to be some type of progress, right? I just haven't tracked it. I have done goals setting pages, but I haven't really been the best at using them. I haven't been consistent with them, and so I really wouldn't be able to tell you, okay, here is the exact progress. you know. And so yeah, so this month what I'm really trying to focus on is just little small action steps that I can kind of focus on. You know, I like to pick a word for the month. That's something that I used to do a lot. I think back in 2024, I believe, when I was setting my goals, which there are videos, I think, of that. One of the things that I love to do, that I loved back then, was setting up, sorry, I'm looking for the book where we can, here, we have, I think I'm using the Cottage Charm from a Happy Planner because it has all the nice pinks, and we also have some green, and so here we have some green. So let's see. So while I'm flipping through this, oh, this could have been nice too. Okay, keep that in mind. All right, keep that in mind. I really like, I think, which green matches the best. Probably this one. Definitely this is too light. This is a really nice match. It's not perfect, none of them will be perfect, and that's totally okay. But I really like this, and so maybe, okay, remind me to come back to this. Anyway, what was I saying? I'm gonna flip through this and see what we can bring. Okay. Oof, I have so many ideas and so many things that I don't know where to start. Okay, what was I saying? Back in 2024, I was using kind of like my own, I have my own goal setting pages that are on my Etsy shop if you are interested. Maybe I should have gone back to it. Maybe I should have gone back to those pages. When I was using those, I was really using those, and I was really tracking all the things and making like real progress when it came to my goals. But I was using those in an A5 planner. So yeah. Also, I'm sorry if you can hear all the noise. So sorry. But we're gonna try to continue. So I'm gonna take off this note. And I was really consistent, and so whenever, you know, maybe this is a great tip for you if you find yourself with something that is currently not working for you. I will say, sorry, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think while I do this. Maybe we can do these kind of here. That will be kind of nice. And then here we can do this. Okay, let's try that for a second. Whenever something in my planner is not working, and I checked, you know, with myself, obviously, if I have the necessity for that, a specific, you know, thing. For example, something that happened to me a while ago, last year specifically, when I was starting using a Happy Planner, was that I wanted to use all the planners. And it was really hard. It is actually really hard to use multiple planners. And so I had to stop at one point and ask myself if those planners that I was using were out of necessity. There was a necessity from my life, from me, to use those planners or if it was something else. For example, I had a, what's it called? A budget planner, I think, or like, yeah, budget planner, let's say. And I wasn't using it, and I was asking myself, as the months were passing by, I was like, why am I not using this planner? It's beautiful, it's set up, I was setting it up, but for some reason I wasn't using it, and I was like, what's wrong here? Like, why am I not using this planner? And after a lot of thought, and also after being like really real with myself and really intentional, like I wasn't lying to myself, I realized, first of all, this is Cricut. And second of all, I realized maybe I didn't have the necessity for a budget planner at the time. Maybe I needed another type of system. I was using something in my computer to track my finances. And so that was way more useful. And there I was using I could use the calculator that was online, and that was making my life so much easier. And tracking it on paper, it was like I always felt like I had to kind of catch up with it, And whenever that happens to me, whenever I feel like I constantly had to catch up with a planner, like I'm always behind, I'm never completing it, I'm never using it, I also ask myself why. It's because life is lifing right now, which could be a very real possibility, because life is lifing sometimes, and that sometimes is a struggle. Or is it because of something else? Am I missing something else? And then I quickly realized, actually, I don't need this planner. Actually, I wanted to have that planner because I saw everybody else using that planner, and therefore I wanted it. So I had to be real honest with myself. And be like, girl, you don't need this planner. And so I ask myself the same thing with the goals here, because I wasn't using this. And so, is there a necessity for me to use this? Yes, absolutely. Do I see this working for me? Yes. Then what it is that I need what it is that I need to then make it work, right? Why is it not working out then? And so I realized that maybe I was setting, not maybe, I was I was really setting up the wrong goals, setting goals that were not achievable, not realistic for me, something that when you set goals, at least this is my mentality with it, and some people may think very differently, and that's totally okay, but this is the way that I think about it. You have to think about your goals with your life. If you have a lot going on in your life, like I had the past couple of months, then sometimes setting up goals might be a real struggle. And so, but I wasn't taking that into consideration, right? I wasn't taking into consideration the fact that maybe I wouldn't feel good enough, because I was recovering from a lot of things physically, and I was dealing with a lot of things physically. And so I wasn't taking that into consideration. And because I wasn't taking that into consideration, I was just setting up goals as if like normal, as if what was happening in my life wasn't kind of really not happening. And so that made it a real challenge for me to be able to achieve those goals. And then I also kind of quickly realized that I wasn't as consistent with my goals and with my tracking as I wish I was. This is turning out so cute, by the way. So cute. And that was also something that I had to be like very real with myself about. And it was a reality too. I feel like nowadays everybody knows everything about goals on social media, and I feel like the only one that knows how to set goals for your life is you. Let that sink in for a minute while I decide what else I want in the spread. I feel like there is so much advice and so many things kind of going on, and everybody giving you advice, and everybody saying what you should do and what you shouldn't do, and what you should, I don't know, all the things, right? And sometimes I think we forget that the ones that know us the best is us, and that nobody is in our own shoes but us. And so I think that it's very important to kind of keep in mind, when you're setting up your goals. I don't think any goal is not worthy of tracking. Just because somebody else has different goals or has a different level of intensity with goals doesn't mean that you can have smaller goals, even if they feel like very dumb. I have goals that feel like, oh, this is very dumb, but then I'm like, but it's important that I track it, and it's not dumb for me. And so I'm like, then go ahead and track it. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes we're so cautious of everybody else looking into our goals and into our planners, which has sometimes made me not want to share my goals, because a lot of the times you don't achieve your goals and you don't complete them, and that's part of life as well. Let's be honest, that is part of life as well. You cannot, I learned this in therapy. It was one of the very first things that I learned in therapy. You cannot do it all at the same time. You cannot. And part of that is also realizing that you can be in 500 different places at the same time. And so if you have something very important going on in your life, and that is taking up your time, taking up your energy, taking up your mental space, then there has to be other things that fall back into the back burner, and that has to be it. And if somebody else has a problem with it, it's their problem, not yours. That's something that I kind of had to learn the very hard way in therapy. Does this look good there with the girly? I don't know. Let's put it back, because I don't know. And I also don't know about you either. Well, it looked good there. We might as well leave it there. Okay. And so that's also something that you gotta learn. And so if there was something, now talking particularly about my goals for the previous month, right before June, I was setting up goals, but I wasn't maybe taking into account that there was this massive thing that was going on in my life, that was taking up my time, that was taking up my space, that was taking up my mind, that was taking up my body, that was very hard to deal with, that took a lot of time to figure out. I'm still figuring it out. Sorry, I'm not being like super specific, but it's very, very personal. And so everything else kind of had to wait. Everything else had to wait. And the right things for you, I'm a huge believer that the things that are meant for you won't pass you by. They will wait for you, and the right people for you will wait for you, you know, and they will checking on you, and they will, you know, when you're going through a rough or hard patch, when it comes to your goals, the right people in your life will accommodate to you, because that has happened to me. I'm someone that all of my life that happened like the other way around. I was always kind of like accommodating to people, and I was like, girl, you can make it here, but you can make it to this place that is way near your home and you feel safer there in case something happens and you need to go. I will move there, no problem. And this time around, it had to be the other way around, you know? And I can guarantee you that the right people and the right things are just on pause. They're just on pause. They're just waiting there for you. They're just waiting. They won't run away. They won't just vanish. The right things will just be there. And so that was very important for me to kind of realize that, you know, that and so with now June, I am trying to be more mindful when I'm setting my goals. Be more mindful. We wanted to use one of the scallops, didn't we? Yes. Thank you for reminding me, people. I want to be more mindful of my goals moving forward, and not just set goals because of the sake of setting goals. Sometimes you could abandon, you know, setting goals because life is lifing, as I like to say, and that is totally okay. But if you're gonna set goals, then you better set them intentionally, right? You better set them from a place of love for yourself and for your life and for all the things that you love and all the people that you love, rather from a place of, oh, I have to do this. Doesn't make any sense. Hopefully it makes any sense. Hopefully this pep talk is making any sense. I wish somebody will have told me this. I wish I would have heard this, you know, when I was starting setting up goals. Setting up goals is very hard sometimes. Learning how to set goals for your life is hard. And you have to learn how to do that for your life. You can watch all the videos in the world and all the productivity things that you want and all the life resets, which of course we love. But you can watch all of those things, you know, from other people, from other creators that I bet they grade with lots of love. But you gotta have to learn how to apply the things that you like about those things and that might help you in your life, you know. And this comes from experience. I'm talking from experience right here. You gotta learn how to set goals and habits in your life, with your context, with your circumstances in your life, if you have kids or not, if you're married or not, where you live, the season that you're in, whatever it is, you know. And that is not something that any YouTube video will be able to teach you. So sorry if you came up here looking for that. I don't have the answer for that. I'm just a girl, learning that setting goals is, and accomplishing those goals, and seeing you making progress with your goals, it's one of the coolest things ever. But it makes more sense, and it will give you more satisfaction in your life and that sense of accomplishment when you set the right and correct goals for your current life. So with all of that being said, sorry, there are so many trucks coming to that's something that I had to learn. This last couple of months. And so when it comes to June, I just want to be more consistent with smaller things that maybe feel easier to me, things that I know will make a bigger impact in my life if I do them. So yeah, also goals can be fun too, you know. They don't have to feel like a chore, you know. So yeah, just in case you were wondering too, like, I want to add fun goals for the sake of adding fun goals too. You know, not every goal has the same level of importance, and of course what I want is at the bottom of this. Not every goal has the same level of importance, and you can set that in your goals if you're making a page, which I highly recommend. I think we're gonna do with circles maybe. Can you hear the cat? Or maybe we can do the numbers. I have been doing the numbers recently, so let's try to do Monday. It's the 1st, so seven. So yeah, that's where I've been at with my goals. In case you are feeling the same way, in case you are also kind of feeling lost, in case you also need kind of like a brand new start, like you feel like you need a clean slate like I do, to start again with your goals, then this is your permission. Your permission slip to do that, because that's what I'm doing with my goals. So yeah. One. Okay, so now we can kind of calculate the space that we will need. So let's see, we can leave 2 and add kind of there. And then let's see this one. Can you hear the cat outside the door? I will open the door just in a minute to her. So 7 lines. So here. And we can add the washi. That's what I wanted to add here. Oh my god, it's the end of the washi tape. No. Okay, what do we do? What do we do? I thought I will never reach the end of this washi. This has been one of my favorite washes of all time. I'm so sad that it's gone. So sad. Okay, so we have this kind of up to here, and then we kind of have to rip it, and no more washi tape. No more washi. Okay, so now let's put the other one here. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and write all of the numbers for my habit trackers and open the door to the cat and I will be right back. Okay, there we go. And just put them all in here so that we can do some decor, right? So I'm thinking like this jacuzzi, I want to use the jacuzzi. I need to kind of there, but I don't want to like cover up a lot of the numbers. Okay, kind of there, and then kind of setting up the petals, kind of going from the jacuzzi, right? We might have to cut a little of this, which makes me feel like really bad that I'm cutting it, but kind of like there, kind of like, it looks a little weird, but let's see if we can fix it. Also, the cat is not here, she's with my sister. My sister was like, no, just go film, I will entertain the cat. So I was like, you got it, sis. I know you guys love the cat, but she is not behaving today. She's not behaving today. She has a day, a very her day started at 5 a.m. 5 a.m. That's all that I'm gonna tell you. And it started with waking me up at 5 a.m. So I'm not very happy with her today. Not very happy. But we can kind of like create a little scene kind of there. Like we're missing like her, oh my god, her kind of body walking through these petals. What is that noise? That's bothering me. Kind of there in the middle. Okay. And let's cut this bit. Sorry, jacuzzi. I wish I had a jacuzzi like that. That would be kind of cool. That's awesome. Okay. Okay, we have that. That's really cool. Let's put a candle over there. That's really cute. Like a little candle like that. Right there. And we still had like, if we put like the cup of tea, I think it will fit. Right, yeah. We just have to cut some of that excess there. That's cute. Let's see if we can maybe bring a quote to put there. This book has gold quotes and we have gold on the other side, so let's see one of these. Enjoy the beauty of becoming. That's kind of cute. I will like it without the flowers, but let's see the gold, if we can find them here. Share a little of today's the beauty all around. either let's do either the world needs more of what you have, or never lose your sense of wonder. Maybe the world needs more of what you got. I don't know. Kind of like that. That's kind of cute, right? It's very vertically, but it's okay. Okay, and then here let's add some finishing touches. Maybe we can do the flower with the hand, or is that weird? Because I cannot do like the gigantic house. I will not have enough space to write, and I need space to write. This is also, this type of stickers is great for like corners. Wait, if I can put it correctly in the corner. There. And now we have to cut. There. Then we got this. That's cute. Then let's put the bag of rose petals kind of here. That's cute. And maybe something here. What is all that noise? I like this, the bottle of kind of, is that perfume? I think so. With the flowers kind of there to add some decor. Like that. There's something about this that I'm not a huge fan of, but I don't know how to fix it. So we might have to leave it like that. We might have to leave it like that. I mean, maybe if we put other things somewhere else, maybe it distracts from the middle. Sometimes that trick works. If we can get the sticker out. There we go. Like, for example, if we put this kind of here, right? That kind of like maybe this can go somewhere else. Let's see, let's try it. If not, we can put it there. But what if we put this kind of here? Or maybe no quote. Or actually, we can do today's your day, because this is a daily happy tracker, like kind of like there. Today's your day. I like that a lot more. There's a weird gap there, but that's fine, that's fine. Maybe we can put this here. Beauty makeup. The truth is rarely pure and never simple. I don't understand this quote. I've said this a million times. I do not understand these quotes. There, or maybe we can put it kind of here. Oh my god, that noise. There. And then we have a cupcake that I want to use. Let's use the cupcake. Because we're at the spa, we can eat all the cupcakes that we want, right? Okay, that's good there, I think. Yeah, I think so. Okay, I think we are good. We are good, I believe. Oh wait, hold on. I think maybe we can do this little one that says "You got this." Maybe put it here because it looks a bit empty, but not cricket. Put it here, but not cricket. You got this, and this is cricket as well, I think. Don't worry about the page. The page is fine. There we go. That looks a lot better. Okay, and we brought the gold and all the things. Okay. I really, really like this a lot. Like a lot. So basically what I'm doing, I'm not filling this in today's video, because it's like 40 minutes long already. or about that time. And second, because I want to be very intentional about what I'm setting my goals to be this month, and I really want to focus on that, and I really want to take my time with that. Sorry for all the noise. It's a very busy day in the city, I guess. But I really want to be intentional about that. You know, me, my cup of coffee, some music, light a candle, and actually write my goals down that make sense to me and nobody else, and that I can achieve, you know, that are a bit of a challenge. Some of them maybe are there to motivate me because I know that I can achieve them. You know, a mix of both things to kind of kickstart the second part of the year. If you need a new start, if you need a new blank, you know, piece of paper to start, this is the best moment to do it. It's the middle of the year. You can start new anytime that you need. Like if you cannot do it for June for whatever reason, you always got next month. It's never too late. Don't wait until January of 2027 to set goals, to go after the things that you want in your life, you know, because it's never too late to do so. So that's what I love to create up these pages, and these pages so beautiful. I will definitely come back to this a lot because I really like it. It's very, very pretty. So yeah, so thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I hope any of that pep talk helped you out in case you are feeling kind of down, or in case you needed, you know, some help with your goals, or some motivation, really more than help. So yeah, I will show you this page completed, whether I use it or not, whether I achieve all of my goals or not. I will show you this when we set up my July goals, so stay tuned for that. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.